Hello everybody and welcome back to the little farmer here in Poland. Yeah, I am back. So I have done a lot of changes. One of them is to get a big loan, and I will explain why in a little moment. First of all, I have bought all the chickens. I now got 445 chickens, and then I have bought a lot of chicken food. Yeah, and as you probably saw in the thumbnail, I got some new equipment. At least you have saw you see this, and I have also bought, of course, the header and the header trailer. So, and that one will be going live in a little moment because we have fields ready to harvest. I am preparing the season 2 right now, so next time you will see the little farmer will be in season 2. And in here I have a new seeder right there, 3 meter as the same width as the old one. Right in here in the bunker I got myself a new rotor. Why is it that I have bought those new equipment here? That's because I have also the old equipment I had, not the combine, but the roller, the seeder. I am also using that on Farmlands, the one tile challenge, and I don't want to use the same gear on the same maps, on 2 different maps, sorry. So yeah, that's why we have done that. And I love this combine setup here. I think it looks so amazing. Yeah, so that's why we got this. And right over here we got fields ready to harvest. We're gonna harvest all my fields in this episode here. We're not gonna collect straw. Have I crop destruction turned on? I cannot remember. Maybe I should drive out the other way. Maybe I should drive out the other way. And yes, I got a loan on 300,000 right now. But that's okay. That is okay. I also went from hard economy to easy economy because I am doing the hard economy on Farmlands and I don't want to struggle in 2 series, that's for sure. Oh, when you see this, then Oak Bridge is done, and oh, look at that, that's the gold. Canada, I have stopped Canada because of the box there is on the map, and now there has been an update for the map, but can it be right here without interfering with how to drive? I don't know. But the new update, it is with a new save game, and I don't want to do that now. I think we are too far into the series. So yeah, now we are right now on, oh, that was a building. We are right now here on the little farmer, and then we are on the one tile challenge. Okay, so I do not have crop destruction. There we go. Let's see, when can we? That's amazing. So I don't know if you remember in the beginning of this little farmer here, I have a contract where I leased myself this combine here, or at least the combine exactly the same as this. And then back then I told you guys I want this on this map, and now I got it. That is really, really incredible. We're gonna unfold. Oh, nice. Look at that. Did you see how the back end raised? That is so incredible. I don't want the straw swath. I'll say I don't want the straw swath. I don't know if we're gonna get it right now. Let's check that. No, that is amazing. So right now I am harvesting oat. That is incredible. I've been missing this map, but why do I then want to move to another map? It's just because I hope I can give the series here a new life, so we can continue the little farmer with the same gear. I have the mod installed, so I can take this gear here with me over to another map. I don't... Oops. That was a tree. Before it was a building, now it's a tree. I don't know if I only can do that with vehicles, or I also can do with equipment, but I gonna see that. Otherwise, we're just gonna set it up with the same equipment as this. But the vehicles, I can move on. That is amazing. So, I hope you guys are doing well and have a very wonderful day. Welcome to my new subscribers. It is amazing. I have gained so many new subscribers over the last couple of days here. That is insane, guys. And when I say over the last couple of days, then today it is the 8th of May when I'm recording this, and yeah, I am overwhelmed. That is amazing. Thank you guys. It means everything to me. Oops, the field is already done. We're gonna raise the header. There we go. And lower down the header again, and we got 2 soybean field that has to be harvested as well. And then we got the barley field over there behind us. I will also have the 445 chickens with me on the new map. I'm gonna have the same gear as I got here. So, oh, that field in there is not ready. Okay. I did see that the same time, didn't I? What is going on? And even though I'm on PC, I have not cheated this. Strange. But we are harvesting oat right here, and it looks fairly good, I think. Amazing stuff. I'm gonna do this field and then we're gonna sleep so we can harvest some of the other fields. And then we can make a montage of some of the other fields. I have not set up auto drive for this, so I hope I can harvest a fairly good amount before we have to empty, but it don't look like that. We are 50% full now. But I have actually not decided what map to choose for season 2. I have thought about Elma, Missouri, and I have, just because I like the map, but I have been around the map. I have tried to make some small fields, and yeah, it don't talk to me for this playthrough here. So right now I don't know what I have to choose. Maybe there will be another new map before I decide. I don't know. Maybe. I know there is a proper Poland map, Polish map that Northern FarmSim amongst other is playing, and But I think I want to try a complete new map, a new country, maybe France, Polanki. Maybe I could do it on that map. I'm just rambling away and thinking out loud. I am doing some off-game multiplayer on Polanki in France, and I think it suits this very, very well. So I will at least try to set it up over there, and maybe we're gonna see you in France. Look at the combine, look at this. I think it's so cool. So the field is done now. We come down to the end here, and then it is done. I have challenged myself a little bit, and I took out the old little Landini, and we're gonna sell the crops with the Landini. Yeah, I know. And we're gonna raise here, and then we can turn off the header, out with the pipe, turn on the beacons. I am a busy farmer, you know. There we go. And then we're gonna walk up to the Landini. It is just up here. I like this Landini. But already now it is struggling quite a bit. Not downhill, but you know, we got almost 9,000 liters in here now. And now we do have over 9,000. I think also we're gonna get 10,000 liters. That is cool. Yeah, 10,000. We hit 10,000 right there. And let's see, I've set my mushrooms to selling. Let's see, oat, we're gonna take it to golden harvest. Okay, I don't know where that is, so we're gonna attack the place. It seems like, is it my own sell point? I not can remember what called. Out in the field. Oh, it will struggle. Look at that. Man, I've just set the cruise control. But we did actually got 13,720. That is pretty awesome. Now I am driving away from the golden harvest. I cannot remember if I called my custom sell point for golden harvest. There we go. Now we have gained some speed downhill, but we have a little hill uphill down here. Yeah. So we have a lot to harvest, but the fields are not that big. The field into the left here is for sure the biggest field I have. I think. Oh, maybe it is over there. Okay. So I'm gonna see you up at the sell point. That was a slow ride. Man, but now we can sell. That's amazing. Let's see how much we're gonna get here. There we go. We got 19,000. That is pretty darn good. But do I got any oat in my silo? Yeah, I do. Look at that. Oh man. But if I'm gonna sell this, then it will be with the case. Oh, that was close. That was close. So I'm gonna drive back to the farm, and then I will see you tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to September. Well, it is a beautiful morning, and I did sold the old last night, so we're up to 74,000 right now. Maybe we can pay out the debt before we're gonna move from Poland. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. So there we go. We're gonna start up the old case, and we're gonna drive out to the field in front of us. That is the field we're gonna harvest, and I'm not using auto drive. I'm only using Corsair for the combine, and it is ready out at the field. Oh, good I didn't have crop destruction. So if you're gonna put the trailer on the top of the hill, right here, as you can see, it is a narrow field, but it is a long field. Actually, you know what? We're gonna drive down here, I think, because I can see the combine is parked down here. There we go. I think we're gonna stop here, just like that. The old case. That's a beautiful piece of equipment right there in olive green. I really like it. And I also do like this. So we should get... what should we get? 25,000 liters? That is more than there can be in the trailer, despite that I have put the extra side on the trailer now, so it holds 21,400 liters. That's nice. It is only fertilized 50%, but that's okay. And here we got the new Fendt. That is beautiful piece of equipment also. Well, we're gonna harvest this, and then I will see you when I am done. And there we go. We are done with this harvest. The combine will empty down in the trailer, but I don't think we can have it all. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna be built up. Yeah, maybe it is around 600 liters that are left in the combine. And yeah, that's the way it is. We also have a little, I think it's around 3,000 liters of barley over in my silo. I'm also gonna sell that. I'm also gonna sell my pellets down. There are spawned down at the greenhouse. So, oh, I was mistaken. Okay, nice. So we can also have that in the silo. Amazing stuff. Oh, that's a tight turn there, Mike. There we go. And then we also gonna have this in here. So I have found out that my farm stick can do this as well. Yes, barley. And can I then choose what to have here? No? Oh, maybe there are nothing else in it. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Oh, of course, because I got barley in my trailer, and then we cannot. Yeah, just forget it, okay? Yeah. And here we go. We are full as we can be. That's nice. So when will this video be public? I think it will be public. Let me see. It must be Wednesday the 14th of May, I think. Just let me think. Yeah, Wednesday the 14th of May, it will be public. Because the last episode of Oak Ridge will be public on Monday the 12th, and then I will have a video on Camlands Tuesday the 13th, and then this is Wednesday the 14th. Okay. Yeah, now we solved that. That was pretty easy, right? So we're gonna drive down to sell everything down here, and we're gonna sell this barley. And then I will move forward so I can harvest the soybeans and the last oat as well. And I will take you in when we're gonna sell the soybean. Here we go. We're gonna drive in here to my custom little sell point down by the lake. I know Farmer WillieB has a awesome place down here. I think it is a bakery you have down here, Farmer WillieB, with bench and so on. So people can sit here and enjoy the water while they eating some bread from Farmer WillieB's bakery. That was 15,000. Amazing stuff. So go and check out Farmer WillieB, an awesome YouTuber. Now we go. And then it is just a matter of driving back to the farm and sleep a couple of nights, and then I'm gonna harvest all my fields, and I will see you for you guys in a little second. For me, I will go a decent amount of times. Good morning, good morning. I am almost done with harvesting all my fields. It has been a okay harvest, I guess. So I harvest the oat in here that bring in 15,000, and then I have harvested the little soybean field, and this is the big soybean field, and I have not sold any soybean yet. So we're gonna do that together. I don't know if I am able to complete this last bit here. There is also some on the other side of the hill, and I don't know if I am able to do it in the width, or yeah, probably. I have harvested this myself, so yeah, that has been quite cozy, I think. Just sit here and look at this. I think this is cool. Yeah, we got a little bit down here as well. Oh, I have also forgot some over there. I think I have been tired this morning. I have a cup of coffee here in my combine and some bread from the local bakery from farmer WillieB. So that is really, really cozy, amazing. So I thought about a little about this Polanki in France. If I am moving to France, then I think I will build my own farm, because the starter farm of Polanki, it is quite big, and yeah, maybe we can buy that someday. But I think we're gonna build our custom farm over at Polanki. I also want the piece down here. There we go. Okay. That is great. We're gonna lift up the header so we can drive a little bit faster. And let's see what we can sell this for. I think it is a decent price, because it is soybean, and I have not done soybean that much here in FS25. I must admit that. I have also a soybean field seeded on Conlands, the one tile challenge. I'm gonna turn off the header. You know what? I think we're just gonna park right here, and then the tractor, we can get the tractor down here as well. That seems just a little more easy. And that was the last harvest here on Polanki. Oh, please. I didn't hit that. Here we go. Here we have it all, I hope. Yeah, 17,384 liters of soybean. We're gonna drive that down to the sell point down here. My own little water sell point. I have said it before, and I will say it again, and I will say it many times. The sound on this case here, it is just something else. I really, really like it. It reminds me of, yeah, you know, a really strong machine. Hello, my name is Case. I can do anything, you know? Yeah, there we got it. Amazing. So right down here, we got the sell point. We can sell all the soybeans, 17,384 liters. What do we gonna get for that? That is a big question, guys. We're just gonna dump it here in the grid. A little more forward, maybe. There we go. So we have also gained some money over the night because of the greenhouse. I have set it to sell, so that is very good. Here we go, 32,000. Yes, please. Thank you so much. That was really incredible. So we're up to 144,000, and no, we cannot pay out the loan. So we're gonna have a little bit of loan with us to Polanki. If it will be Polanki in France, I am not totally sure yet, but I will let you know when season 2 starting. So that is very good. We have some I think we have 4 or 5 pallets of mushroom to sell, and I believe that we also got some eggs to sell. Now we got 445 chickens. I got a subscriber told me that 200 chickens will give me 1 full pallet every month. So if that is right, we should have at least 2 pallets now. Here we go. I'm gonna go in here and then we can take our flatbed on the Landini, and then we're gonna take the Volvo and load up all the pallets. And I have, oh, look at that. I have also checked that I can also transfer all the equipment to a new map, so I'm gonna do that as well. Yeah, the chickens are doing good. Gonna start up the old Landini here, and then we have a flatbed trailer in the bunker. Farmer Mike Yellow, we have to go this way around. What is happening with the X? That is a little bit weird. Well, maybe it is a little bit broke. I will not choose the same chicken coop. I will choose the fenceless chicken coop for season 2, because when you increase the capacity of chickens, then you also gonna increase the capacity of food, and I really like that concept. So Gaming Joy, aka Josh, I asked him if he could help me with, you know, the RGB color for my logo, Farmer Mike Yellow, and yes, certainly. So now I got the RGB color, so from now on I can actually make equipment in the right Farmer Mike Yellow color. That is so cool. Ha! I like it. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Gaming Joy. Gaming Joy is also the provider of the industrial sawmill and also this greenhouse down here, the boosted greenhouse. The man is just doing some incredible mods, that's for sure. So let's see if we can do this. I also like this. And when we're gonna place down the next greenhouse, we're gonna have a little more space, because the turning radius on this Volvo BM here, the old lady, is not the best. Oh, have to reverse. There we go. And then we have to let it go. Nice. So I don't know where to sell this. Maybe we're gonna drive to Farmer's Market. Or maybe we're gonna drive down to the people of Poland here, so they can have their mushrooms and their eggs for breakfast. You know, mushroom, egg and bacon for breakfast, that is always nice. A Sunday morning when you have to spoil the family, then that is nice. We also have packed the trailer out here. Maybe it will be a little more easy, perhaps. But why make it easy when you can make the things impossible, right? I think that Northern FarmSim will give me that. There we go. And no, Northern FarmSim, there is no mean in that. It is just that I think you and I we just love to challenge ourselves with a way too small equipment, right? And here we go. We're gonna take that. You know, when I always struggle with this pallet job here, so I think this is a very, very nice thing for me to use some magic pallets. We like magic pallets. Or pellet forks. There we go. Uh-oh. I'm also gonna take that partial pallet of eggs and we're gonna sell that as well. Also down at probably just farmers market, I think. And there we go. We're gonna take that. And there we go. We got the last pallet. At least the last pallet of mushrooms. And then we're gonna get the egg pallet. I don't know if it will work with those pallet forks here, but let's try that. Maybe the chicken food there is the reason why I cannot spawn pellet with eggs. And I don't know, guys. Oh, yeah. We can do it. I don't want those eggs. Almost the same speed in reverse as it is in forward. That is quite nice. Beautiful work, right? And the pellets I have with lime and seeds and so on and so forth, I'm also gonna take with me. There we go. To season 2 of the Little Farmer. Here we go. We're gonna turn off the engine. And then we can strap the pallets here and drive to farmers market. There we go. Turn on the beacon and the lights. And then we have to reverse a little bit with the dolly until we not can reverse anymore. And that is right there. Let's see if we can make this turn out here. No problem at all, guys. I hope farmers market will take the pallets here so we can get that sold. With mushrooms and eggs. We got in total 5,000 liters of mushrooms and 654 liters of eggs or pieces. We cannot even drive the top speed with those pallets here. Maybe we not can do that either, just if the trailer is empty, I don't know. We're gonna drive to the left. Right here. And now the turbo set is set in. 34 kilometers per hour. Mick, meow. I can it has been some days and then some since I've been here the last time, so I cannot remember if we can sell this on farmers market, but I hope that is a possibility. I'm gonna unstrap. Yeah, no problem. 7 over 10,000. Amazing. I'm a fan of that. So now it is just a matter of driving down to the shop and store all the vehicles. And then the shop will bring all my vehicles to my next country in season 2 of the Little Farmer. The rain has started. All my vehicles are shipped with the dealer. So I got no more vehicles at all here on the farm. All my seed and lime, chicken food, all my chickens, all of that will be picked up. I have ordered a transport for that. And now it is just a matter of me driving to France. In this case, that would be a long drive. I don't know even if it is legal at all. But I'm gonna show you down here at the shop, so you can follow along before the dealer gonna ship it all. Right here, we're gonna go in here. And there we go. So I'm gonna show you all the equipment. I cannot store anything but view storage. All my vehicles are here, so you can see 3 month, and the tractor is 49 months, so on and so forth. So yeah, they will get all this shipped and probably to France. I have promised to text the dealer if it will be another place, but I don't think so. And I cannot reverse out of here, can I? Or I cannot turn around, but I can reverse. There we go. Yeah, I like this case so much, so I'm gonna drive it to France, and then I will see you in season number 2 of The Little Farmer. Thank you for watching me here on The Little Farmer in Poland. Take care of yourself until I will see you again in season 2 of The Little Farmer. Be safe out there in the big world. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.